on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day, great time. Today we want to talk about why I got a Denali HD, or why I got a Denali in general. So before we get started, let's kind of talk about, essentially what a Denali is. So Denali is the highest package you can get from your GMC. High Country would be the highest package you can get on your Chevrolets. So on the GMCs with the Denalis, you can get it for the GMC Sierra Denali, you can get the Yukon Denali, I believe you can even get the Arcadia in Denali. Let me know in the comments below if that is true. Before I get started on why I got a Denali, I do want to give you guys kind of a basic history behind Denali. As far as I know, I'm not a GM car salesman, so like I don't know everything, but I do know some things from like doing my own research. We're gonna focus on the trucks, the Denali trucks. So this Denali HD, LML was the first year for Denali HD. So historically, if you had a Denali, it was on a 1500, and back then there were more differences, I would say, between an SLT and a Denali, because the Denali came with all-wheel drive, and I believe they came with the 6.2 instead of the 5.3. So if you wanted the 6.2, you had to get the Denali, and it came with all-wheel drive. I mean, there's some differences, like the Denali has, I would say, more premium inside interior, such as the seats. It has wooden panel everywhere, and it's got like Denali engraving and Denali panels inside too. The biggest difference you can spot is the grille, and with the classic body Denalis, the bumper was different too, and the headlights. The headlights, I believe they were the projectors. I know when I had the classic body, I wanted to buy a Denali headlights. They have the projectors inside built in already. They look really good. So those were some major differences on the classic body. Now, they did not make any Denalis all the way up until, on the HDs, all the way up until 2011. So if you see a Duramax that says Denali HD, it's either an LML or somebody has an LMM. They did a front end conversion, or they just put a sticker on it, or whatever that thing is. They just put that on there, kind of call it a Denali. But yeah, Denali's truly started in for the LMLs. So now, on my truck, the differences between Denali, hope you guys can see me. The differences between the Denali and the SLT on my trucks, I think they're very minimal. That's why I used to tell myself that I would not get a Denali. The difference wasn't enough for me to kind of pay the extra premium price for it, because I would say the main difference is the grille and a couple of stuff inside. Let me show you guys. So you got a Denali on the trim. I mean, it says Denali right here, kind of halfway because I got WeatherTech. And the wooden grain. This one doesn't have Denali headrests like the newer ones. I think that's kind of cool on the newer ones. And that's really about the only difference. This body style, that's really about the only difference, I would say. The grille, the wooden grain inside, a couple trims that says Denali. So that's why I always said you could buy the fully loaded SLT and it's essentially a Denali. You just swap out the grille if you like. But however, with the newer body style, Denalis have more features compared to your SLT, such as the electronic dash, Denali stitching on the headrest, stuff like that, that kind of makes it a little bit stand out more than the SLT. Yeah, with this truck, it's not that much of a difference compared to your SLT, and I've always had SLTs, and I never really thought I would buy a Denali, but I have one now. And now we'll talk about why I got a Denali. So first things first, if this is your first time stopping by, you may not know who Connor is. Well, Connor's my buddy. He works at Dealer Options. He has a Denali HD just like my truck, but it's white. And he got that truck, I would say, a couple of years ago. And I've always been a fan of the classic body. Once I was done kind of building my LOI, I was kind of getting bored with it, mainly because I've had two classic body trucks, and then these newer body styles started really growing on me. Once Connor got the Denali, I was kind of like envious of it, kind of jealous of it, because those are, I mean, it's really nice, especially compared to like your classic body. That there are pretty big upgrades. So I was pretty jealous. Every time I hung out with Connor, it always made me want to get a Denali as my next vehicle. Connor's truck wasn't the exact reason why I got a Denali. There are many reasons why I did. One is I've always liked fully loaded vehicles. All my trucks have been SLT, and I've always had fully loaded trucks. And when you buy a Denali, well, it's the highest trim you could buy, so it's fully loaded. With the exception of some Denalis don't have sunroof, some do. But luckily I got the truck that has sunroof and the rear sliding window, so my truck is fully loaded and I love it. Yeah, so I got a Denali because I wanted the fully loaded vehicle, and a lot of people probably will, actually there's a lot of people ask me why would you want a fully loaded vehicle? Like most of those features are useless. Why are you paying the extra amount of money for it being, you know, premium and being fully loaded? Well, me personally, I love leather seats. That's not the case for everybody. I mean, everyone has their preference. Me, I love my leather seats. Once I found out that this truck had cool seats, I was like, that's it, it's game over. I love the cool seats on my uncle's 2014. I got spoiled by it whenever I ride with him, and I've always loved the heated seats on all my trucks. I love the luxuries that these trucks have. I drive this every day. I love taking my truck on long trips. Like, we've been to Virginia and stuff, which is about 9 hours from here, and I plan on taking my truck to like a lot of the trips that we go on. So I want to be comfortable. I want to have all the features. I want to have all the features inside. Like, what matters to me is how fully loaded everything is, because I want to be comfortable. I want all the luxuries when I'm driving, especially since I'll be driving it every single day, and I plan on taking it to trips and stuff. So that was very important to me, and when you buy a Denali, it's already fully loaded. And another thing I like about Denali is prestigiousness. When you have a Denali, it's kind of, I would say it's kind of prestigious. It's as luxury as a GM can get without going into the Cadillac, that's a lot of words. Cadillac category, that's a very hard word to say. Any truck person or vehicle person would know, hey, I have a Denali. That kind of means, oh, that's cool, like you have a Denali, that's pretty prestigious. It's like saying, it's like a Ford guy saying, oh yeah, I have a Platinum, or King Ranch. Dang, I couldn't think of it. King Ranch, because back in the days when I was in high school, all my friends, all my Ford guys, man, they wanted the King Ranch just because of that name, because of that prestigiousness. And so that's like, you know, with the Cummins guys, I think it's like the Longhorn package, I don't know. So I mean, kind of like why people buy High Country, because they like the name, the prestigiousness comes with the name High Country. So yeah, I kind of wanted that, you know, I kind of wanted the prestigiousness, I kind of wanted the kind of the cool factor of having a Denali. That was definitely part of it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I kind of wanted to say, yeah, I have a Denali. It's kind of cool to say it. So with that being said, it was a financial decision on why I got a Denali, because like I just talked about, people want Denali. Denalis have the prestigious tag on it. So another factor is that the resale value. Denalis hold higher resale value than your SLT and your SLE. Trim levels are very important when you are trading in vehicles. When you go price out your car value and put in like trim levels, there's differences. I mean, obviously Denali is going to hold the highest value, as well as it's going to have higher demand. At least for the people in my category of looking to buy a nicer truck. Denali is going to have a higher resale value, and I can kind of have a better leverage compared to somebody that has an SLT. So let's say I have this truck and somebody else has the exact same truck, has an SLT package, and they're asking like about the same amount as me. Chances are mine will sell before theirs, because mine's a Denali. Like, literally, people want the name Denali, and if we're selling it for the amount, like same amount, even if mine was like a couple $1,000s more, people would actually spend a couple $1,000s more to buy mine. over an SLT package. As crazy as that sounds, it does happen. And honestly, that's kind of what I did too. I bought a Denali over the SLT package. So it's getting really hot. It's getting really hot out here. I'm wearing black jeans and it's like 95 degrees out here. So I'm gonna finish this video up. To summarize it, I wanted a Denali because it's pretty highly desirable, and I like fully loaded vehicles. I wanted the one with the sunroof, rear sliding window, heated seats, cool seats. I just wanted all those little cool features on my truck, and Denali was, you know, Denalis definitely do offer all of that. And financially, Denalis will have better resale value, and the Denalis will hold their resale value higher. And I feel like it would have better demand when it comes time to sell it. When it comes time for selling it, obviously, you could buy a lower trim vehicle and modify it as much as you want, and have all the features that like a Denali would have. But I feel like in the end, you might be spending a little bit more, depending on the deal you get on the vehicle. But in the end, like adding aftermarket parts, it can really add up and be costly. I know that for a fact. My truck costed me a lot of money recently. So yeah, that is it for this video. That is why I got a Denali. If you're still watching this, just to make sure you're still watching this video, put this emoji in the comment section below, because I want to know if you guys still are with me and made it this far. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Denali playlist, like a full playlist since the day I got it, and also check out my LOY playlist because I think it's pretty cool. Like the LOY build, I started from like stock and made it look pretty decent, I think. So check that out. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Yeah, eat that popsicle.
I'm done. It's delicious. What are you doing? Hey, corned meat popsicle, buddy. Bet you can put my whole fist in my mouth. That's it there, boy. You gotta get the brownie.
Oh, alright, let me go close.
Hurry up, dude.
It's a video.
Got me on that, buddy. That's the hunter special though. I really prefer this truck. For any hunter out there, if you're like me, you know what this is. You know that's browning. And you know that's gonna get you all the deer. Gonna get you
5 extra horsepower.
Extra horsepower, extra mud holes, any terrain, you name it, you got it. Browning.
Browning.
Proud sponsor. Here, Browning. Gets you through anything.
This truck does look nice from the outside though. Like from like 2 miles away with your eyes closed.
I give it 3 miles.
3 miles?
3 miles away. Did he buy it like this?
Yeah. They haven't done anything to it.
Dude, someone probably...
Yo, Connor.
What up, boys?
You like my truck?
I like your truck, buddy.
Like
man. I really like how it went with 4 different tires, then the front or rears, with the lefters and the righters. Smart idea. Really gets it the ride quality that everybody's looking for nowadays. I like it a lot.
You want to drive it?
I think I'm gonna pass on driving this thing so nice. I'll probably break it, but
I better get out of the way though.
Huh?
I better get out of the way. Your dad's trying to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move her on down.
Hey, it's got.
If only I had them 6 tires on my rig.
It's got 3 MTs and we got 1 all-terrain right here for fuel economy.
Fuel economy, better mileage. That there gets 12 to the rear wheels. On the front though, this one here, this is what Firestone. That gets you to your next destination. Destination MT. That really gets you where you're going. Drives itself. Next here we got Toyo. What I prefer. I really prefer this tire. Any mud hole. Moving on over. The Federals. These get you away from any cop. Federal. Gone. Get them out. Put them on, get them out. Run to the car.
What about Mickey Thompson's?
Mickey
Oh,
Thompson.
fuel economy.
Yep, fuel economy. Gives you any gas mileage you want. You just gotta put the settings in inside the cap. Settings in. You gotta take it off, put the settings in. 15 miles a gallon, 20 miles a gallon, whatever you want. Put it in, it's going. Gone.
And then the Firestone.
I like to put my Mickey Thompsons, my old ones at least, the ones I used to have, I like to put those at about 5 miles a gallon.